Most people fail tomorrow before the day even begins. Not because of what they do in the morning, but because of what they don't do at night. If your nights are filled with distractions, stress, and chaos, then your mornings will always feel like a battle. But what if I told you there is a simple night routine that can set you up for focus, energy, and success the very next day? Welcome back to Conquer My Day. In today's video, we're going to uncover the secret to designing a night routine that doesn't just help you sleep better, but actually guarantees your success tomorrow. If you've ever struggled with waking up feeling tired, unproductive, or lacking motivation, this routine will change everything. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to share 3 powerful steps you can apply tonight to transform the way you wake up tomorrow morning. When the sun sets and the day begins to wind down, most people think the day is over. They throw themselves on the couch, scroll endlessly on their phones, or drown their minds in distractions until sleep finally takes over. But hear us the truth. The quality of tomorrow doesn't start with the morning, it actually begins tonight, in the final hours before you close your eyes. If your mind is cluttered with stress, unfinished tasks, and endless noise, you're carrying all of that into your sleep, and naturally you're going to wake up feeling heavy, unmotivated, and already behind. That's why the first step in creating a night routine that guarantees success tomorrow is what I like to call a mental reset. A mental reset is about cleaning out the chaos of the day and preparing your mind for rest, focus, and clarity. Think about it this way, just like you wouldn't go to bed without brushing your teeth or washing your face, your mind also needs that same kind of cleansing. And the beautiful thing is, this doesn't require complicated rituals or hours of meditation. It's about creating intentional space between your busy day and the calm you need before sleep. One of the most powerful ways to reset your mind is through reflection. At the end of the day, instead of letting your brain endlessly replay every mistake or every stressful moment, you take control of that inner dialogue. You can do this by journaling or even just taking a few minutes to write down what's on your mind. Ask yourself, what went well today, what didn't, and what can I let go of? The act of putting thoughts onto paper frees your brain from holding onto them all night. Imagine how much lighter you'd feel if you didn't carry every worry into bed, but instead left them behind on a page. Now, another piece of this mental reset is gratitude. Too many of us fall asleep with stress as our last thought, and then wonder why we wake up anxious and drained. Gratitude rewires that. When you take just a moment before sleep to acknowledge something good, a lesson learned, a person you appreciate, or even just the fact that you made it through the day, you shift your brain into a calmer, more positive state. Science shows that practicing gratitude lowers stress and even improves sleep quality. It's like telling your brain, it's safe to rest now, you did enough today. But it's not just about reflection and gratitude. Resetting your mind also means cutting out the mental noise we're all guilty of fueling at night. Let us be real, how many times have you promised yourself you'd just check your phone for a few minutes, and suddenly an hour has passed? The blue light, the endless scrolling, the stimulation, it tricks your brain into staying alert when what you actually need is calm. A real mental reset requires creating boundaries. That means putting the phone away, shutting down screens, and allowing your mind to step out of the constant flood of information. Instead of filling your brain with chaos, fill it with calm. That might look like reading a few pages of a good book, practicing slow breathing, or even listening to calming music. Whatever it is, the goal is simple: tell your brain it's time to shift gears from the fast-paced energy of the day to the slow rhythm of rest. Think of it like closing down tabs on a computer. If you never shut them down, your system runs slow, it lags, it overheats. Your mind is no different. The mental reset is you closing all those tabs so your brain can run smoothly tomorrow. Another overlooked aspect of this reset is forgiveness, both for yourself and for others. Maybe you made a mistake today. Maybe someone upset you. If you carry that bitterness or guilt into the night, it stays with you. It weighs on your subconscious, stealing your rest. But when you make a conscious choice to forgive, to say, today is done and tomorrow I get a new chance, you free your mind. That forgiveness is a release. It's the emotional reset your brain craves. And let's not forget the role of intention. When you lie down at night after clearing your mind, you have an opportunity to plant the seeds for tomorrow. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, start visualizing what could go right. See yourself waking up energized. See yourself tackling your goals. See yourself succeeding. This isn't just positive thinking, it's programming your brain. Studies on visualization show that your brain actually begins to prepare for the actions you imagine. So when you mentally reset and then set intentions, you're already a step ahead before the day even begins. The reality is, success doesn't happen by accident. It's created by habits, and the habit of mentally resetting each night is one of the most powerful you can adopt. Because while everyone else is letting the noise of the world follow them into their dreams, you'll be entering tomorrow with a clean slate, clarity, and focus. This is the foundation, the first step in a night routine that doesn't just help you sleep better, but actually guarantees success tomorrow. If there's one thing that destroys productivity and steals success for most people, it's starting the day unprepared. Think about how many times you've woken up, stumbled out of bed, and immediately felt overwhelmed because you didn't know what to do first. You spend precious energy figuring out what to wear, what to eat, what task to begin with, and before you know it, half your morning is gone. The truth is, tomorrow's success is decided tonight. And the way you plan and prepare before bed will either make you feel ahead of the game or constantly playing catch-up. Preparation is a secret weapon because it eliminates decision fatigue. Every choice you make requires mental energy. And when you wake up with no plan, you're forced to make hundreds of tiny decisions before you even start working on what really matters. Do I go to the gym first or check emails? Should I start with this project or that one? Do I wear this outfit or something else? Each small question chips away at your focus and willpower. But if you plan your day in advance, those decisions are already made, leaving you with more energy for the things that move you forward. One of the most effective habits you can build is creating a short to-do list before bed. Not a long, overwhelming list of every single task that comes to mind, but a simple list of the 3 to 5 most important things you want to accomplish tomorrow. These are your non-negotiables, the things that truly matter. When you wake up, instead of asking, "What should I do today?" you'll already know where to direct your energy. It's like handing your future self a map so you don't waste time wandering in circles. Preparation isn't just mental, it's physical too. Think about your mornings. How often do you waste time looking for something you need, like your workout clothes, your car keys, or that one document for work? By preparing these things the night before, you remove all friction. Lay out your clothes, pack your bag, set out your water bottle. Small actions like this may seem insignificant, but they create momentum. When you wake up and everything is ready, you feel like you're already winning before the day has even started. And then there's the environment. The way your space looks tonight is the energy you'll wake up to tomorrow. If you leave your desk cluttered, your room messy, and dishes piled up, you're setting yourself up for stress and distraction. But if you take just a few minutes to reset your space, to put things in order, to create an environment that feels calm and ready, you'll start your morning with clarity. Your external environment feeds your internal state. Clean space, clear mind. Planning also gives you the chance to anticipate challenges. If you know tomorrow is going to be a busy day, you can prepare meals ahead of time, set reminders, or schedule breaks. By anticipating what could get in your way, you eliminate excuses. Most people let the day control them, reacting to problems as they appear, but when you plan ahead, you shift from reactive to proactive. You're not waiting for life to happen, you're creating the conditions for success. Another powerful part of preparation is reviewing your goals. Not just your to-do list, but your bigger picture goals. When you look at them before bed and connect them with your plan for tomorrow, you align your actions with your vision. It's not just about crossing things off a list, it's about making progress towards something meaningful. Every night becomes an opportunity to remind yourself why you're working so hard. And every morning becomes a chance to take one step closer. This process also creates peace of mind. How often do you go to bed with your mind racing about all the things you have to do tomorrow? That's because your brain is trying to hold on to information, afraid you'll forget something important. But when you take the time to plan and write everything down, you send a signal to your brain that says, You can rest now, I've got this covered. That clarity allows you to fall asleep faster and sleep deeper because you're not tossing and turning with a cluttered mind. And let's not overlook the psychological boost of being prepared. When you wake up and see your clothes laid out, your list ready, your space organized, you feel intentional. You feel like someone who is in control, someone who is serious about their success. That energy carries into your entire day. It builds confidence. You're no longer reacting to life, you're leading it. Think of the difference between two versions of yourself. One wakes up unprepared, scrambling, rushing, stressed. The other wakes up calm, clear, and ready because everything was set the night before. Which version is going to perform better? Which version is going to achieve more? Preparation is the difference. It's not about being perfect, it's about setting yourself up so that when tomorrow comes, you can focus all your energy on performing, not on figuring out what to do. That's why planning and preparation are non-negotiable in a night routine that guarantees success tomorrow. When you take ownership of your tomorrow before it even begins, you step into the day with clarity, momentum, and confidence. Your body and mind are like the engines that power everything you do. You can have the best goals, the smartest plans. Exhausted, you'll never perform at your best. That's why recharging at night is not just about sleeping, it's about deliberately creating the conditions for your body and brain to reset, restore, and come back stronger for tomorrow. Most people underestimate the power of rest. They treat sleep as something optional, something they can sacrifice for more productivity. They stay up scrolling, binge-watching shows, or pushing through more work, thinking they're gaining time, but in reality they're stealing from tomorrow's energy. The truth is, success, dose, and tea come from how late you can stay up grinding. It comes from how effectively you can recharge so you can wake up fully alive and ready to conquer the day. Think of it like your phone. You would never expect your phone to last all day if you only charged it for an hour at night. Yet so many people do this to their bodies. They give themselves 4 or 5 hours of poor quality sleep and then wonder why they feel drained, unfocused, and unmotivated. If you want to guarantee success tomorrow, you need to start treating your body and mind like they matter because they do. One of the most important steps to recharge is creating a consistent sleep routine. Your body has an internal clock, a rhythm that tells it when to feel alert and when to feel tired. When you go to bed and wake up at random times, you throw that rhythm into chaos. But when you set a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends, you train your body to enter deep, restorative sleep more easily. This isn't about sleeping longer. It's about sleeping smarter, giving your body exactly what it needs to recover. But recharging isn't just about the hours you sleep, it's about the quality of that sleep. And the quality is determined by what you do in the hours before bed. If you're drinking caffeine late in the evening, staring into bright screens, or filling your mind with stress, you're setting yourself up for restless nights. Instead, you want to create a wind-down routine that tells your brain and body, it's time to relax. This could mean dimming the lights, shutting off electronics, or practicing calming activities like deep breathing or stretching. These signals help your body transition from the high-energy mode of the day to the restful state you need at night. Another key part of recharging is movement. It might sound strange to talk about exercise in a night routine, but your body needs some form of physical activity during the day to rest well at night. If you've been sitting all day and your body hasn't been used, it's harder to sleep deeply. Even light movement, like a short evening walk or gentle stretching, can work wonders. Exercise doesn't just make you physically healthier, it also reduces stress, clears your mind, and primes your body for better rest. Nutrition also plays a huge role in recharging. What you eat and drink before bed can either help you recover or sabotage your sleep. Heavy meals, sugar, or stimulants late at night force your body to keep working when it should be shutting down. On the other hand, eating balanced meals during the day and avoiding late-night snacking give your system a chance to rest. Think of food as fuel. When you fuel wisely, your body can spend the night repairing itself instead of struggling to digest. And while the body needs rest, the mind does too. Your brain is constantly processing information, solving problems, and making decisions all day long. By the time night comes, it's exhausted. To recharge it, you need to intentionally disconnect. That means stepping away from stimulation and giving your brain a chance to slow down. Activities like meditation, journaling, or even help quiet the mind. When your mind slows, your stress levels drop, and your brain is able to shift into a mode of repair and restoration. Recharging your mind also means protecting it from negativity before bed. If the last thing you see or hear at night is arguments online, bad news, or stressful emails, that energy seeps into your subconscious. But if you choose something uplifting, like reading positive affirmations, visualizing success, or listening to calming music, you prime your mind for peace. The thoughts you fall asleep with are often the thoughts you wake up with, so choose them carefully. Hydration is another overlooked part of recovery. Throughout the day, your body loses water, and even mild dehydration can affect your mood, focus, and energy. Drinking enough water in the evening, but not so much that it disrupts your sleep, ensures your body has what it needs to function properly during the night. Something as simple as sipping water before bed can make a noticeable difference in how refreshed you feel the next day. And finally, recharging is also about perspective. Too many people go to bed carrying the weight of unfinished tasks and missed opportunities. They close their eyes with guilt and wake up with stress already on their shoulders. But when you give yourself permission to rest, when you say, "I've done enough for today, and now it's time to recover," you allow your body and mind to truly reset. That self-compassion is a powerful part of recharging. Your body and your mind are your most valuable assets. If you want to wake up tomorrow ready to succeed, you can't treat them like machines that never need care. They need sleep, they need calm, they need restoration. When you intentionally recharge at night, you're not wasting time, you're investing it. Because every ounce of energy you restore tonight will be the fuel that drives you forward tomorrow. So, when we talk about building a night routine that guarantees success tomorrow, it all comes down to 3 powerful shifts. First, you give yourself the gift of a mental reset, letting go of the noise, clearing your thoughts, and entering sleep with peace instead of stress. Then, you step into the role of a leader for your own life by planning and preparing, removing tomorrow's obstacles before they even appear. And finally, you recharge your body and mind, treating rest not as wasted time but as the foundation that fuels your energy, focus, and drive. Success doesn't start when the alarm clock rings. It starts the night before, in the quiet decisions you make that nobody sees. And while most people drift through their evenings on autopilot, you now have the tools to design nights with intention. Nights that create clarity, momentum, and power for the next day. Remember this: tomorrow's victory belongs to the person who prepares tonight.